all the hard work that you do. Hey,
Oh,
you guys, I moved. I didn't move on purpose. You know what happened? I was. Now you're all wrong. Get this right. The, you know what happened?
I am
Amok.
so dizzy.
It's going to be cold out here in a
what's
minute.
up, everybody? We're Mark.
Yeah, you know what happened?
Welcome to A.M.O.K.
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
I got to move everything around. I
One
was
more. There you
muting
go.
the mics. I was muting the mics, and I just got rid of my picture, and I was like, oh, that's gonna mess everything up, and it did.
It did.
And that just messed me up.
That's
But that's
hilarious.
okay. Like I say, it's part of the show. It's part of our. It's our thing. That's our shtick.
Does
It's our
the
shtick.
world know how hard it is to plan these mishaps?
Yeah,
It is
we
so
practiced
hard.
them.
Make
We
them look
practiced them.
natural.
It is amazingly difficult. Sorry, guys, but
Let's
we
Yeah.
do
see.
this especially for you
Well,
guys every week.
for all our future guests, just know that this is how pro we are.
It's because we're
We're
cool. man.
rocking it. We're rocking it.
Well, it's one thing I say. I just want to be real. So this is us. This is real.
Can't
You
get
know,
any more real than this.
Right.
before the show, even
REEL.
before we got on the cameras and everything, we were talking of upcoming events and things we're wanting to do. Sean is excited about something, want to get to going, but it makes me think as we enter into the year and the conventions coming up, that just the fun times that we got coming up, and I'm just happy to plan those. I'm not going to be able to do as many as I want to do this year because I'm doing a trip somewhere.
Well,
It's
that's
going
going
to
to be
cost a lot
like
of
next
money.
year too, because
And
next year
next
we're planning a
year,
lot of
ne- next year,
paranormal investigations.
yeah. So no, it's good. I like it. I like it because events are great. It's my favorite thing to do
And
anymore.
you're going to have a
Ah,
blast
Yeah.
on your trip this year.
Yes,
That's
I
you
expect
are.
lots of pictures.
I've spent a lot of money already, so and I haven't even gone. So but that's all right. That's all right. That's cool. I will go to castles. So I
Yes.
could be like I could be like Ken and just walk around with my recorder and ask some questions. That's,
Do it.
Right. Why not? It's just
yeah.
like, hey guys,
Do
how you
it.
been? I'm Ken. What's going on, man?
It's like a once in a lifetime trip. You might as well.
Absolutely. Do it.
It is. Do it. You never know.
Let's
You never
we'll
know.
find out.
Okay,
We'll find out.
don't tell anybody in Toronto. Okay, don't tell anybody. But when I was up there, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, whatever, I walked around, what is it, Castle Loma, I think it's called up there. And it was just a tour. I had my spirit box going with my headphones. It was great. It was great. Did I get
I
anything?
bet.
I heard stuff, but I couldn't record it because just people that were talking too much, on the tour.
Yeah.
He
You know,
said,
those
I'm
guys,
investigating here.
give me a break. But no.
But yeah, we got a lot of conventions coming up this year. We've got some in April. We got the OzCon that's going on in April. Ken's got one coming up just next month. What's the one you got coming up next month?
Obscura, I think it's.
Oh, yeah.
Obscura.
No, that's in March. That's
a
in March.
Jenny thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said
Oh,
February?
that's in March.
Oh, I'm sorry. February.
Oh,
This is still January. Sorry.
no, but I thought you had something coming up in February.
I do. Next weekend.
Oh, yes.
I have the Dead
This
of Winter.
weekend.
The Dead of Winter conference.
Yeah.
This weekend.
That's
yes.
going to be on the 6th.
Yes.
This weekend,
I've not heard
there
of this
is a paranormal potluck up in Auburn, Illinois. Because of the weather this past weekend, I am not
It's
going
a
to be able to.
paranormal potluck.
You bring your food.
Yeah.
And
You bring a casserole.
you can if you want.
Yeah. It's a potluck dinner.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm really not
They're
going
having-
to any. Yeah, the dinner sounds good. Is that where everybody's going to be bringing food, or?
Yeah, and they
That's what a potluck is.
Robin
Well,
Terry
yeah, but some
and
people
Norma.
don't bring homemade food. Some people just buy stuff from Walmart and bring it.
Oh no,
That's great.
I go to Wendy's anyway. But anyway, yeah, it's a paranormal potluck. That's next Saturday from about 11 a.m. until Robin Terry and his wife Norma get tired of us. So
No, that's awesome.
I mean, they at the R Theater. they had a Furry Unity conference for 10 years. I went to 9 of them. I missed the first one. But after that, since then, I guess this is maybe the 3rd or 4th year, they now just have a get together. They open up their giant garage, and you got to pull our own tables and chairs down and put them back when we're done. But it's just a lot of fun because people from all over the Midwest show up. And we've had anywhere from, on the top luck, anywhere from 30 to maybe 50 or 60 people. At the conferences, it used to be about 80 to 100 people that would show up for them. Pretty cool.
See,
But
way back in the day,
that's
Mindy
this Saturday.
Hager, she did one in Little Rock. Kind of same thing. Idea of teams coming together. I tried to get something like that years ago. I tried to get a River Valley because there's a whole bunch of teams in this area, and to do a kickball contest and do it. I was wanting to do an annual stupid sporting event every year. It's what I was going to try to do. Nobody wanted to compete. Nobody wanted to get it to do it. Nobody wanted to come together. So I was like, boo. Unity is great, but most people don't want to do it.
About 15 years ago or so, I hosted a what would you call it? A fun bowl, crazy bowl, and we ended up with 7 or 8 people that showed up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we all just drank and ate and had pizza, and
I love drinking and eating.
The events that we have coming up.
sorry. Yep.
We have the one that you're going to. We have the one in April, which is the OzCon, which is April the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And then we have next one is in June, the 26th weekend of June, that Troy Fest, the Troy that I still haven't.
Haunted America.
Yep, I want to do that one, but I haven't set up for it yet. But the one I'm excited for is New Orleans because Patty Negri is going to be there, and I get to go back to New Orleans, hopefully, crossing my fingers. I'm hoping I'm not going alone, but I've got the application set up. I'm about to sign it. But that's the weekend of the 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd, and that's going to be in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm super stoked for that one. Then the rest of them are all in August and then October.
Yeah.
Because we have Border Town that's going to be on the 15th. We have Goblin Con.
Nope.
I mean the 8th. I didn't change that date.
8th.
The 8th. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The 8th. And then we have Goblin Con on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd in Kentucky. And then
if I would get to go to any and have to choose, that would be the one. Would be Goblin.
Yep. I'm going to that one, and then Central Kansas is going to be the 25th of September. I'm going to be going on the 18th to Vegas, and then Oz Fair is the 10th of October, and then Arkansas Paranormal Expo is the weekend of the 24th and 25th.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? Everything gets crammed at the spooky.
Yes.
Spirits in the Garden at Missouri Botanical Gardens in St. Louis is the 23rd of October. And I probably will be going to Silicon also, which I think it's September 11th and 12th, I believe.
It's probably going to be the weekend of the 15th because that was the weekend that Bordertown originally was. Or what they thought they were going to be, and then they moved it to the 8th.
Yep.
But yeah, everything is crammed up right
more
there.
Hammered out as it gets closer, for sure.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that New Orleans Paracon is going to be in summertime because it gets really cold in the South, but it's going to be really hot. But anyway, it's going to be fun, amazing. The room is on in the French Quarter. And oh my god, I'm just really looking forward to that one. I am looking forward to that one. I'm always looking forward to Border Town and Arkansas Paranormal Expo. But I'm also looking forward to Goblin Con because this is the 2nd year he's put it on, and I'm really stoked to see the area and to network and to speak to a lot of people. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Do we have a guest tonight?
We have a
Very
guest.
cool.
We
Yes,
do. We do.
There's a title on the thing here, but
It's with Kim Baranski.
it's just Kim Baranski. Should we bring her on?
Sure.
I think
Shall-
so.
I think. Where is she going to pop up? Should
Middle.
be right there.
Nobody knows.
You're gonna find. Yeah,
Hey, Campbell!
that's where she was when we
Watch
practiced
you all
this.
go around in circles.
Well,
That's okay.
Didn't have to do it this time.
if I'm in charge, no telling what's going to happen. So,
That's okay. Hey, I am so excited to hear some of y'all's dates. I was writing them down. I am going to be a guest up in Illinois for Troy's event for Haunted America.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm
Cool.
going to be trotting around up there. So I will get to see
I
you
will
all there.
see you.
Yay.
Yep.
Are you going to be
I'm
going
happy
to
to.
the Masons Lodge or the Oddfellows?
I think I'm going to Oddfellows and Franklin.
Okay, I'm doing Franklin on Friday night and Oddfellows on Saturday.
Okay, I don't remember which one's which.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do apologize if you hear little tippy tappies. I've got a dog running down here at my feet. So if he gets
Okay.
loud, let me know and
All
I'll
right.
mute and
He's
do
fine.
something. So
Wait till
yeah,
you get my dog
listening,
barking.
I was listening to some of the stuff y'all are up to. Good Lord, have mercy. Y'all sound busy. And I am so jealous that you're going to New Orleans. I have never been to New Orleans.
I have been
been
to New Orleans
catch
quite
a
a few
boat.
times, but never to a paranormal convention. So I'm really
I mean,
looking
I'm not
forward to
even
that.
low key jealous. I'm just straight up hating right now.
Well, I may be getting a hold of you if Pam backs out on me or she can't go. No pressure, Pam.
Hey, just let
pressure,
me
Pam.
know in case I need to develop a fever and a cough so I can't go to work. Just let me know. You
It's
know.
I may not be able to, Shaw. It's the week before Border Town. And I
We'll
might
see.
get skinned alive if I try to.
Yeah,
Out of town.
as long as it doesn't interfere with graduation at the school I work at, or lecture dates, I'm pretty good for road tripping.
Awesome.
Road tripping.
We'll see what
I like
happens.
I'm good for tripping.
We'll see what
I be
happens.
tripping.
We'll see what happens. But we are here to talk about you and your experiences and what's been going on with you. And I know you've been on quite a few investigations last year.
We went on quite a few. Of course, it's January, and we were supposed to have had a really great one that I was going to tell you all about and was so excited, but I'm sitting under a foot of ice because I'm just outside of Little Rock. So, bummer. That was going to be at the Military Museum in Jacksonville, and we were going to be, I believe, the first team to investigate there.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So, we're having to reschedule that. And unfortunately, but not unfortunately in a bad way, we're not going to be the first team in now. There was another team. They'd never had anybody ask, and now two of us. So, we're going to be number 2 going in. But that's okay. The other group, I can't remember who they are, but they're respectful. They're appropriate. They're nobody that's going to give anybody in the paranormal world a bad name. So
Good.
it's good. It's good. So
And they won't burn the place down.
they won't burn the place down.
That's
but
even
we
better.
were-
That's even better.
That's always a
right.
plus.
I mean, that would
Very
that might have
anti-burning
more
the
of what
place
I
down.
find, but no, our investigations. The last time I was on, we'd had y'all may not remember we'd had a family health scare, and that was after MSP, so we had to put things
Yep.
on hold. And fortunately, all those issues seem to have resolved, worked themselves out. So we slowly started kind of getting back into it, just cautiously staying close to home because it did involve a child, or my child. She's grown, but a child. And so we have done just a lot of impromptu, informal, just easy peasy, nothing fancy investigations. And one of the ones that we've done, actually, we've gone down there 2 or 3 times. Arkansas is known for having a lot of Civil War battlefields. And my son, which is the other half of the mother-son duo, who's not here because he's got some good news tonight, and he couldn't even, I don't even think, be in the wings for this because of the good news. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'm excited and proud. We've gone down to one of the Civil War. Oh, do you see my tripwires behind me flash?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got some paranormal activity in my house, and I keep my tripwires just so I kind of know who and what's going on. So that's why I'm sitting in pitch black. Anyway, we went down to one of the battlefields that's just about a mile from his house. And we were down there. It was raining. It was storming. Literally, all hell was breaking loose. And we didn't even get out of the car, but we couldn't go do what we were planning on doing. So we're like, okay, we'll just take the boxes out. We had some new equipment. Let's just go play. Well, with all the electricity and all the excitement, we sat down there, and there's a bridge that goes just over a creek. Nothing to do with the battlefield itself. It's just adjacent. And we picked up the coolest spirit. It was an older man who we got the last name Boyd, Boyd. And he had been walking across that bridge or bicycling across that bridge back in the 50s. And a young man in a car hit him. And unfortunately, due to the fact that it was the 1950s in the South, he was an older black man. Nobody really went looking for him. So he laid under that bridge for several days. We found the newspaper articles on it, but he kept coming through our box, and he kept asking for his wife, and I can't remember what her name was. But that has been one of the coolest things. So we've gone back several times to see if we can pick Boyd back up, and we get a few little things, and then we're also getting some stuff that we think might be residual to go along with it. But that's one of them that we've experienced multiple times since the last time I was on to talk with y'all.
That's very cool.
Again, I've got a lot of paranormal stuff going on in my house as of late. Some of it not the best. We've had a little trouble with that. So I'm dealing with that on kind of a side note, personal level. And we have found a cemetery that's just down the road, buried in the woods, that people have just forgotten. I mean, the headstones are old. Obviously, they're headstones. And I've been hanging out down there a little bit and just sitting to see, communing with nature and whoever happens to be there. And I've had some really interesting kind of drive-bys come through. You know, I don't necessarily believe they hang out there, but if you've got the equipment and they know you can listen, they're going to show up. And we found an entire family out there that we're about 2 miles off of a stagecoach line. Must have come in, developed some kind of influenza or something, took out the whole family. And they're buried out there just like mom and 5 or 6 kids. And we just keep getting name after name after name after name just coming through. And so I've had that one as of late. Oh gosh, what else have we done? Couple of not home investigations, but they are historic homes that have been opened up. No official names to the homes, but here in Arkansas. Lots of history down in the Quapaw Quarter, which is down there where like they hold the Paracon in the fall, the one you were talking about. So lots of stuff down there just walking around. And Arkansas, Little Rock especially, has been known to have opium dens in the past. And
They probably still do.
Probably do. There's probably a lot of things that we're just better off not knowing about. But yeah. But it's not too far from down there around MacArthur. It's just it's within walking distance. And I've done a little impromptu investigating down around where the old opium dens were, and I've gotten some very interesting characters coming through down there as well. So lots of good stuff, just local stuff that probably we would have gone without actually investigating had we not been a little bit more tethered to the house. And it's been just really nice to kind of let ourselves just rest, relax, and get back to just being us for a little while, just doing things here at the house with the family. So it's been pretty cool.
Yeah. Low-key stuff is great.
Low-key is great, but I cannot wait to get to Illinois in June. That room is booked. I've asked for my specific room. I know what room I want.
Okay.
Oh, do you not know the story of the hotel?
The one we're going to be staying at? I don't know.
I
don't think I've heard any stories about that one.
Oh, I'll tell you all about that later. But it's fascinating. There's lots of paranormal activity that goes along with that hotel. One room in particular, I probably won't get it, but
okay.
Yeah.
I think it used to be a Best Western, I believe.
It was the Best Western Premier.
Yeah,
and it's changed names now, but I've stayed there a couple of times. And
Scenic Rivers or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but no, there's one room in particular. It's on the inside that overlooks the lobby.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know
sounds.
if they want it advertised or not,
No, no,
but
no, no. We'll talk later. Okay.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Maybe I'll get fortunate and get the right room.
Well, if you get the right room, I'm going to be knocking on your door, going, Ken,
That's right. Oh,
Spirit
I
I'll
box
let you in.
Yep, there he is. I said, well, hell, the spirit boxes, they're always saying my name. So what's the difference?
Yeah, well, I keep mine right here.
Knock
I'll
on
be
the
like,
door this time. Knock on the door this time.
yeah, exactly. Open a dresser door, knock on the door, do something.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, you were there last year, I believe, weren't you?
I missed it
Was,
last
was
year.
it last year or
was
the year before?
the year before.
Okay.
I
'Cause I've
missed
been like,
last year. I was afraid to travel last year.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I was afraid
Gotcha.
to travel. It was a little too far because, that little health scare. We just finished MSP and we
Yeah.
had rolled into Alton. We were at that hotel bedding down when
Hmm.
the medical event occurred. So I can tell you exactly how many minutes it is or hours to get to Children's Hospital, and I don't want to do that again. So
Yeah.
we
Yep.
held back
Yeah.
last semester.
Never want to go to
Or
children's
Last
hospital.
semester, you can tell I work in healthcare. Last summer,
Yeah.
and I apologize.
That-
That's
that-
my dog's
It's
barking.
about 35
Here's
minutes.
a,
Yeah.
here's a sidebar here, real quick. You're a nurse in a hospital there in Little Rock. We had another guest who has a team of nurses
Out
on
of
Little Rock.
Children's,
Yeah.
Yes. So didn't know if you knew them, if you ever
I
hooked up with them at all.
I don't know them, not personally,
Yeah.
not face to face, but I'm actually teaching right now. I teach nursing students, but we're affiliated with a hospital. And one of my former students went to work at the hospital where I guess he is like a director. And
Yeah.
so she gave him my information, and I did get a message from him on Facebook, and he's like, "Hey, I hear you're into this
Hey.
stuff too."
Yeah.
And so
Right on. I have to admit, from a medical perspective, they've got the coolest logo. They got the greatest name. It's
They
a
do.
PA-RN-Ormal. So
yeah, para
I-
normal, I think.
yeah, that's great. So
Yeah,
but anyhow,
matter of
so
fact,
much for the sidebar.
yeah,
You guys
no, I
are-
meant to message him and tell him I was going to be on tonight. Like I said, I've never met him, but occasionally it's been a little while. I'll get a cool, we investigated here. Check out this EVP. So, I guess it's
Yeah.
like professional courtesy.
Yeah.
And I would love to go out. He said what did he tell me? I think like 10 or 15 on his team, but they don't all necessarily go out at the same time.
They don't always go.
5 or 6
They
at a
just did
time.
They just did the Old South Pittsburgh Hospital.
That is on my
Just
list.
last month. Yeah.
That is on my
Oh.
list.
on
Trans
our list.
Allegheny is on my list. Yep. Thank you. Woo, baby.
Oh wow.
It's like
Yeah,
Christmas.
they're going.
Yeah, and those are brand new batteries. So if it's doing that, I just changed the batteries out. So can you cut
Thank
it
goodness.
out, please?
So-
Otherwise, I'm gonna walk over and turn you off. I may have to walk
What
over
kind
and
of
turn you off.
what kind of activity are you supposed to be having in there at the house?
In my house,
Yeah.
can you please turn those off? That's a brand new battery. You're either sucking the batteries out of it or you're sitting on them. Well, I've got two. I've got one that okay, I'm turning them off. You got about 30
All right.
seconds.
Hey, in the background, stop saying my name. Just stop.
Say my name. Oh,
Seriously, stop.
I've got one, and it's my own silly fault for both of these. I've got one that I call her Miriam. I don't know what her actual name is. I've never heard her say it. All right, I'm blocking you. We can fix that. Now I just have a cool strobe effect. We have Miriam. I've got a lot of old, even in this room, medical equipment that a nurse that was retiring gave me. So I have old wash basins, I have a nursery, the metal frame for a crib from a nursery.
Yeah.
And once I kept that stuff out in the garage for quite a while. And when I finally brought it in, I started noticing I do a live stream on Wednesday nights, and Greg Koss is the host of that. And we would sit backstage, how you talk backstage about stuff. And we'd have a hen party, and poor old Greg would just get hammered. So I mean, and so I'd have the lights on behind me. I'm turning them off. You either need to cut it out. I think they've done something to them. I think they've. Oh, now we're just going to stay solid, classy. Anyway, so every time we'd say something and talk crap about Greg, the lights would flash. So we decided she just wanted in on the gossip because every time we started talking smack about the men in the room, those lights would go off. It looked like a Pink Floyd laser show. And so it got to be kind of a running joke. So I would move over. I would just go completely off camera and we'd sit there and talk so that she felt like she was kind of in on it. And she causes no problems whatsoever. I mean, she's fine. Whenever we get responses from what we think is her, my dogs are happy, go lucky, everything is perfect. But I do have someone in my neighborhood who's probably not the best person. And there's a lot of really negative stuff that kind of comes from that house. And I don't know if it's something I brought in. I've never really had trouble before. I'm really careful about what I bring in. But this person in my neighborhood has really kind of escalated on some of their inappropriate behaviors. And I don't know what they're really up to. I mean, we have the local gossip mill. But I'm wondering if something has kind of moved over here, kind of like a cockroach fleeing to the neighbor's house. But there is something here that I don't like to use the word evil or anything like that because I don't do that. But there's someone here who is not very happy. They're angry. Seems to be male. And it really is affecting our moods, my dog's moods. That's part of why you're hearing whining. I've got everybody crated because I can't trust them to be alone. Matter of fact, last night I was trying to get some footage for y'all. I had the wires laid out across the back of my couch. And I was like, hey, who's here? What's going on? And then I was attacked by my dog. I mean, I showed Shaw the video and it's pretty bad.
Wow.
And unprovoked, nothing going on. He's a big old dog. He pulled me to the ground. So there's a lot of really Penny. Can you hear that yapping? That's my little girl.
Yeah.
That's my three-legged girl. We call her Speed Bumper Skid Mark. I was going to work here the other day, like back in October, and she was hit by a car in front of me. So I'm going in on a Monday morning, getting ready to lecture and wind up at the vet with a dog that now is doing that. So I apologize. I have wayward children. I have 7 dogs right now. So, and she's crated and she don't like it. But anyway, whatever this is, the other night we were on one of our Google or Zoom, Facebook meetings after the show. And we were just all talking. There was about 3 or 4 of us, same group that kind of gets together for the live stream, but just unofficial. So the lights started going off. Dogs started growling. The dogs are reacting to this. I'm starting to feel dizzy and kind of queasy, and I'm getting irritable, those kinds of things. And all of us at the same time are just like, look, what's up? We understand that you're ticked off, but we didn't do this. So what's going on? So we got the lights to simmer down. They quit doing their thing quite as much. They started being a little more appropriate. The house kind of quieted down. Dogs have been great. Last night, fired up again, and it has been absolute chaos for almost 24 hours in this house. And I'm truly taking a dog to the vet in the morning to see what we can do. He's injured. He's behind me. I've gotten bites, and it's craziness. I've never experienced one that has been this ticked off before. And again, I don't use the word evil because I don't think someone's necessarily evil, but when you can't see who's there and it's energy and
somebody who's angry about something.
Somebody's ticked off, they're misunderstood. And I'm a psych nurse, so I'm sitting here trying to psych nurse a spirit going, validate the person, but not the behavior.
Right.
Gotcha.
Oh, they just did the...
I was when you were talking, it slowed down just a minute
Yeah,
ago,
it does.
but
And
it picked back up. But I'm wondering if would you say the woman's name was? Do you think it might be Miriam?
Miriam,
I wonder if she is concerned about the hurt dog, and that's why she's there.
she may
Or
very well be because
if it's her,
yeah, and he's laying directly. Now he's not anywhere near the lights that would affect him, but
right?
he's laying directly below. Miriam, is that you, baby? Woo, you're making me seasick back there. But they're strung up. There's not anything metal around them. There shouldn't be. There's no wiring. And those are brand new batteries, so they should not be acting that way.
Huh.
Okay.
That's wild.
And it's something that's staying pretty stationary, or they wouldn't be, because they should go back to purple whenever whatever it is moves away. So she may be checking on dude. He's laying down there, so she may be concerned about him. And if
the
you
dog,
are, I really appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Thank you.
and it sounds like that particular dog is not whining or very loud.
He's 18.
But I mean, it could be that she's consoling him, petting him.
She may be. He's hopefully going to sleep a
Possible.
little bit tonight. I hope.
I'm just guessing at this point because that's all
Hey.
we can do.
I'll take all the help I can get. It's going to be a long night.
Oh,
And
yeah,
nurse to
yeah.
nurse, we never have enough staff, so bring it on. I'll take
So,
You
it.
used to that, huh?
You're on the time clock. Sorry.
besides June, up at Troy's thing, you got anything else planned for the year? Or
Well, we had a few things planned, and this is exciting. It's a bummer, but it's exciting. My son, who was in the Air Force previously, is re-enlisting, and he got accepted back into the Navy today. He signed his papers.
Wow.
congratulations!
wow.
So Aaron is going into the Navy.
Nice.
And matter of fact, he was at work, and the recruiter came by and he signed his papers. So we're going to try to get the military museum in real quick as a going away gift. And then I'm going down to when he graduates in a few months. I'm going down to San Antonio, and I've got a few friends down there that I'm going to meet up with, and we're going to do some investigating down there. And I was told that's a surprise, so I have no clue where I'm going. So, but I'm going to San Antonio.
Fun.
And I am trying my darndest to get back into Missouri State Penitentiary as fast as I can get in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I'll
want
go
to get
back
back
to
in
that.
that too.
Yeah. Well, y'all
It's
better keep
cool.
That's
me
a
in
fun
mind.
place.
because-
Yeah.
And my husband is working over in Kentucky, and I'm going back over. There's 2 or 3 places that are just kind of off the beaten path in Kentucky that I found. He's in Lexington. So I drove over to the demolition site for Bobby Mackey's while I was there. Of course, I'm not going to go down, and I don't do any trespassing. That's not cool. Boys and girls never go onto a site without permission.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Right.
Sure.
No.
100%.
Big no.
Agreed.
But it is in a public area to where you can walk down, you can walk past without actually getting on the demolition site. I am going to go back down. There's a parking lot there. So I'm going to go back, bring the equipment, sit and hang there for a little bit. I will say that when I did go, I've gone twice now. The first time, I really didn't get a whole lot there. The second time, I didn't get anything that was overwhelmingly just spooky the way you would think with something that supposedly has a well to hell and all that. But while I was, I know, isn't that cool though? The well to hell.
It's all hype.
All the hell.
Yeah. But I did pick up on a few things sitting up in that parking lot. I was there and something bumped the side of my car. I mean, I was out there all by my lonesome. Something bumped. It felt like somebody bumped into the car. And through the box, the spirit box that I had running, and again, I was just sitting there like eating McDonald's, listening to the spirit box, very, very classy and very much like what you see on TV. McDonald's in one hand, spirit box in the other, going,
I do that all the time.
Exactly, with my foot thrown on the dash with the AC rolling.
I just drive with it that way.
I got a couple of names that came through, and I said, "Did you hit my car?" And it went, "Oops, sorry." So I'm figuring it was some drunk. Honestly, the way the bar sits or sat, probably somebody that got out and just wandered down that road drunk and probably got run over, or who knows. But apparently he couldn't walk a straight line in the afterlife either, because he ran straight into my vehicle.
Funny.
So that was about as
That's
scary
funny.
as
I like
that.
that one.
That's about as scary as that got.
Did you laugh with him?
I just looked at him and said, "Dude, really?
Okay.
What the crap?" I mean, if you're going to run into my car, at least apologize. But it was hard enough. I got out and looked to see if somebody actually hit my car. It felt like a big old donkey donk ran into my car. And I was sitting there all by myself.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
And I had my dog with me, and he's looking at me like, "What was that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And he's going, "I don't know either." So I went out there a couple of times.
So you sounded like Ken to me, where Ken will just pull up someplace and whip out the recorder and start an investigation. So that's kind of like what you did. You just pulled up to this place and just hung out.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I ran through, kept smart, picked up some stuff on the way, got some groceries, pulled up in the parking lot, turned where somebody did walk up on me, I could see them, whipped out the recorder, got the spirit box out, threw on the air conditioner because it was hot as Hades, and hung out for about half an hour and then cruised on down the road. Found a cool looking cemetery along the way.
Air conditioner works with white noise, so yeah, that's fine.
I mean, but I'll tell you, the coolest part about that was not going down where Bobby Mackey's was. I was staying at just run-of-the-mill, oh God, what was it? Like a Holiday Inn Express or something. Mm-hmm. This was the second time. My husband had a little surgery, so we were there staying at the Holiday Inn Express. He's got roommates, so we moved over to the hotel. Well, what does anybody do while you're sitting there watching TV? I threw out the trip wires and turned on the spirit box. And I'm sitting there going, so I usually don't talk about these things, but if you really want to, I never ask, but if you want to talk, if you want to tell me how you died, you can, but that's kind of a bummer. And I was like, are you aware you're dead? The lights didn't go off. And I said, dead, no longer with us, deceased, not of the living. And the lights start to blink. And I'm like, thank you. Finally. But he was.
You would love the murder hotel we stayed at. Where was that? Where the pool was covered with rocks.
Oh yeah, that was up in Richmond, Missouri.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The pool was covered with rocks.
Not Raytown. Ray County.
If the pool was covered with rocks, that could be a red flag.
Well, it was a red flag. It was before we even got to that part where it looked pretty sketchy. It reminded me of the entrance. It was a nice place, but the entrance. Apparently, there may have been a restaurant on the left side, but it was pretty much. It looked like it was destroyed. No electricity, and the office area was like about 5 square feet with a one-armed bandit in there. Yeah.
And this was an actual
there was a liquor store just down the street, so that made it all
across the highway. Yeah, that was great.
That was the first time that the four of us got together too in person.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it was, and oh my God, it was.
It was so much fun.
We sat out around. Yeah, we sat outside until 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and
that was Jessica's fault. Jessica kept us up all night.
My God, we were just
wanting to party.
Jessica did.
Party.
Yeah, it was all Jessica's fault.
We've stayed in enough interesting places. We've now come up with the new guy has to bring the can of Raid. Because at 3 a.m., I think it was, at a Super 8 in an undisclosed place, my son, we usually just get a room together, crash out, 2 queen beds. It's just literally a crash pad. I mean, you don't need anything fancy. A roof over your head that doesn't leak, or if it does, at least it's not over the bed. I was in the bathroom doing what you do at 3 a.m., and my son hears this scream, and it sounds like I'm being attacked. There was a roach as big as my hand in there. Now, I had a can of Raid with me, and why I had it, I don't know. I didn't think to spray this bug. I was literally half clothed beating this roach with this can of Raid. I mean,
Beating it
Wow.
with the rain instead of spraying it with the
Oh, I
rain.
sprayed it afterwards. I unloaded half a can on it, and I swear the thing got up, pissed at me, and walked off. But
I was gonna say, if he was that
Roach
big,
was
he
all like, "Come at
would
me,
have taken
bro."
the can from you, man.
Well,
I was
you
scared.
were reenacting an old commercial. Remember how when they had
Really?
and then they would spray it, and this big guy would come out and start beating the hell out of the bugs.
Well, the next morning I went down and told the desk clerk, who I guess was also the owner. I mean, it was a very classy establishment, And he says, "Oh, well, we're going to spray next month. We sprayed about 5 months ago." I'm like, "Oh God."
Oh
So
my
I'm in there
God.
trying to put all my
Maybe you
stuff
should
like
up the number of times you
Oh my
spray.
gosh!
yeah.
At least it didn't say that it had a name.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like,
Oh,
It
you
was
saw
Bob.
Bob.
yeah, exactly. Oh, that was Doug. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I know that there was murder taking place in that room because I screamed. I normally don't scream like a little girl, but I screamed like a little girl. I'm climbing the wall, but was afraid of what I was going to meet on the adjacent wall.
Oh gosh.
And I am beating this roach who is staring me down. I mean, we locked eyes at 2 a.m. And I am beating the crap out of that thing from a near seated position. It was
Oh my
awful.
gosh.
It's funny
Oh,
now, but it was
oh my
awful. And then I
Oh,
got food
goodness.
poisoning on the way home. I mean, it was just like, yay.
Gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, hindsight is always funny.
But I will do that investigation again 1,000 times over, and I will brave the roaches for that place.
Oh my gosh.
And I can't tell you where it is because then you'll know which hotel it is because there's only 2 in the whole town.
That's kind of what the place that we stayed at was too, actually.
Exactly. I mean, also going to try to get out in Arizona this summer. Go to
Oh.
Oatman. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Oatman.
No, I don't think
No.
so.
I discovered Oatman when I was travel nursing, and it's literally kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And I mean, if you like wild burros and a whole lot of nothing, Oatman is your place. So I am going to go out and brave the wild burros. I know to carry carrots and probably a weapon because those burros do not play around. And there's all kinds of just old mining equipment out there. And I mean, it's just really cool.
Huh.
So I'm going to try to hit up Oatman and maybe Laughlin, Nevada.
Is it like a ghost town type thing, or
It is. It's a little more.
Laughlin's a casino.
Well, Laughlin is Laughlin. If you want to get outside the confines of the law, Laughlin
it's the Wild West? There you go.
Laughlin and Fort Mojave, Arizona, are literally separated by a bridge, a short bridge.
Yeah.
So if you ever needed to do anything, you might want to do it on the bridge because they would fight for months about which side to extradite you to. But I worked at Western Arizona Regional out there in Fort Mojave. Well, it was Bullhead City, but I was staying in Fort Mojave. And
I had thought about working out there. My brothers lived in Kingman for a little while, and I was trying to get closer to them.
Kingman's got some good stuff too. Matter of fact, Kingman's got some old mines over that way. So I discovered when I was travel nursing, I'm kind of a desert rat. So, but Laughlin has got some really cool history to it. It's really just kind of one strip. I mean, you can walk from one end to the other, and like the Golden Nugget, it's at one end. But just to take the boxes out and walk that strip down by the river, there's so much history down there. I think that would just be amazing to do. And then to hit Kingman, some of those old mines, there's all kinds of cool stuff. And another place is Searchlight, which I think is technically California. Lots of cool stuff in Searchlight too. Just don't go 1 mile an hour over the speed limit because yeah, I'm very familiar with their speeding laws down through there. Yeah. So
yeah, all those stereotypes are true.
So you're gonna drive out there?
Yeah, probably so.
Old Route 66.
I've thought about
I-40.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go I-40, but I'm gonna double back. And also I travel nursed up on the Navajo reservation up around Tuba City. So you can go out and it's about 70 miles down is Oh gosh. Lord have mercy. I have just lost it. Help me. San Francisco Peaks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll get to it in a minute. I know it. Good Lord, I know the town. But anyway, they've got the big observatory up there, the Lowell Observatory, all of that. And Flagstaff. I knew it.
Flagstaff.
There's a lot of history in Flagstaff. They've got an area there that I'm trying to get back to this year that reminds you a lot if you've been to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Well, Adrian, you may have been to Hot Springs. I don't know if the rest of you have. But Hot Springs is like old
but we didn't investigate.
Yeah. Well, Hot Springs is about 30 minutes from me. Every time I go down there, I'm finding a park bench somewhere. Well, I mean, you just can't go down there. I mean, Al Capone hung out there. I mean, it's got some crazy history.
That's
but so I'm going to try to get back out and get up to Flagstaff and then trickle down Route 66 into Sedona and that way. So I've got a lot of stuff. I've just got to get through the second week of June. And then there's going to be a lot of traveling packed into about 3 weeks. And then I got to get back to the daily grind. But it's going to be all right. It's going to be fun. Lots of stuff. And it looks like I'm going to be solo for a little while. So I haven't really solo investigated in almost 20 years. So here we go. Yeah. It'll be good though.
Right. Rock and roll.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Rock and roll. Yeah, you can just wander and make as much noise or not noise as you want.
Oh, yeah. I throw on a pair of headphones. I know people think I've lost my mind. I just start walking down an old road with my headphones on. They think I'm jamming out. I got my little SD7. It just looks like a radio. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Till I start talking back, and then they start to look at me a little weird.
Yeah. Start asking the questions. So how long have you been in this area?
Yeah,
do you remember what year it is?
Yeah, it's like, are you from this century? How long have you been hanging out? Are you aware you're no longer with us?
Do you know you
get a T-shirt that says, "Don't let me bother you. I'm just talking to dead people."
You know, I'll put it right there with my Mark Safe from Reflecting shirt.
Well,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I'll never forget Adrian saying on Investigations, he always wears a bright shirt. So I got a bright yellow neon shirt.
I never wear a black shirt investigating.
I don't wear a black shirt. I'm not going to show you the logo, but here's my investigating.
That's what I wear. Yes.
Yeah, that's my
Never
Mark
wear a
Safe
black
from
shirt.
Reflecting. After that one picture, where we went back and forth, I will never wear a dark shirt again.
Oh yeah, under IR sometimes.
Yeah. I am
sometimes
going to glow. It will be absolutely. It is not me. I am not the reflection.
Well, if you ever hear me when I'm wearing my yellow shirt, the people I say that's my investigation shirt because I don't want to look like a shadow person in somebody else's picture. Because a lot of times I see pictures and people say, "Oh, it's a shadow person down there." I'm like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of shadow people, and I've tried to get their picture, and they're hard to show up on a camera. I said, that's probably an investigator. And they're like, oh, nobody was down there. I know. I'm like, no, because same way. We've done that several times. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but I know on that one
dark
picture,
clothes because that's what all the paranormal people wear. You're not going to take me as a shadow person.
That's right.
Oh, no. We've got our stereotypical pictures of doing this with our boxes. Oh, we've got them. We've got them. Matter of fact, we went out to Mount Holly, the cemetery here in Little Rock, one bright and early Sunday morning, and we took all the equipment. We just went out there to kind of walk around, look at the headstones. They got beautiful headstones. But my son had his drone with him, so we got permission to fly. So we've got drone footage of us, and we found the biggest mausoleum we could find, and like he's standing behind me going, and I'm like holding my spirit box just because
doing
we
paranormal
could.
poses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got I've got a oh gosh, it's a static node that Katie, not KD, but Katie Stafford made, and it's blue and it glows. So I'm holding it like this, like it's the orb of life.
That's fun.
It made for some really cool pictures. But
that is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it was fun. We went around. It's like, take a picture of me in front of this one. Yes. Ghost right there.
That's awesome.
Good.
Good.
Well, I accidentally clicked the play on that thing. Now, you wanted to play that? for
If you can
everybody?
hear it, Shaw said she could not hear it.
I'm
I
deaf,
couldn't.
honey.
I didn't know what you're looking
We're
looking
hearing
for.
aids. So.
Okay, what it was, and if you can't hear it,
Set
don't
it up
play
for
it
us, yeah.
because people will be confused as crap. We
We're
were at
confused
Pithy.
anyways. It's an
Well,
A.M.O.K.
yeah. Sorry, my nose is itching. Very professional on camera. We were at Pithy and
We'll
Castle.
all do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
We'll all do it for you.
yeah, there you go.
Okay, there you go. It's perfect.
So anyway, that's literally a wild hair. So we were at Pithy and Castle. It was like 2:00 in the morning. We were dog tired. I think we had to be out by like 2:30 or 3. So we're heading towards the door and our butts are dragging. So they have this little foyer, not foyer, there is a foyer there, but it's like a little parlor area.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, we've been all over the place. Let's just sit here, sit down. There's nobody in this room. You can hear people like off to the side, but they're a ways away. So it was these tracer lights, these tripwires. We had them out. It's the first time we'd used them. So we're getting used to them. It's a great place to throw them out there. We can see them. Nobody's up in there. We can kind of figure out what's going on with them. So I'm like, oh, can you light them up again? It'd be really cool. I just want to see them light up. It's really, really cool because, I mean, it's a new toy. So then you can hear Aaron Tarkin, and I asked him, I said, did they light up? He's like, I think they did. And he goes, they went blue and green, and then you hear something go red right in the middle of it. And that's not us. That is.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was Aaron.
No. And then you hear, no. And then you hear Aaron say, we're not going to talk like that because a naughty word came through the spirit box and we'd had little spirit children with us. And you'll hear him say, no, we're not going to talk like that. There's kids around because they like dropped the F-bomb through the box.
They've heard it by then.
The little, and you can't hear that, but you hear Aaron responding to the box. He is oblivious to the red because that is not us.
Let's give this a try.
That was a true EVP, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to. Oh my God, it went away.
It will echo if you talk too.
Well,
so.
it's a delay when I click the button and then it'll pop up. And there we go. Let's see if I can get this going.
Room, we've got tracer lights down. We're the only ones here. We are tired.
Very tired.
Have a good night or nap? Yeah, we're getting ready to go here probably in about, 10 minutes or so? It's almost 2:00.
Yeah. Can you turn those lights on for me, though? Just show me you're here. I mean, I know you're here because you were playing with the rods.
But we just think the lights are cool.
Yeah, if you touch those, they'll change colors.
It did, didn't it? It did change color, didn't it?
I think they changed like blue, green, and red. No, we're not saying those words in front of the children.
Yeah,
Are
that
y'all
red
upset because the kids told on you for your...
You took it here?
I think they
Says it?
changed like blue,
No, just
green,
after that.
and red. No, we're not saying those words in front of the children.
Are y'all upset because the kids told on you for your card game?
It sounded like red.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
recorded on my phone.
Yeah, if I
And
can get this
that
to come up.
one was just like, I mean, wow. And you can hear Aaron fussing at somebody. No, we're not going to do that. We're not talking that way because we'd picked up a couple of little girls and
Yeah.
they had been telling about these guys gambling. And so they were giving all the tea. And we're sitting there going, tell us more, Gracie. Yeah. We're doing what? Oh, my goodness, girls. And so we're doing that. And we were wondering because they were saying some naughty words. And it kind of, and I don't know, may just be me reading into it. When I listen to it again, I almost hear the word children or kids after Aaron says we're not going to do that in front of the children. But I can't, that may just be me reading into that. But the red is that we were the only two in that room. and you hear him talking, and that's just right there interjected with his speech. We didn't hear that until we got back to the hotel or the motel, and we're listening to it, and we're just like, "Oh crap, that's cool."
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty
Was that just inside the front door then?
Yeah, just right inside the front door, right there on the right. That
to the right.
Yeah,
That's where we stayed when we first got there. We went on that other.
We hung out there.
yeah. I mean, it really, a lot of people didn't go in there. It was kind of overlooked. They turned to the left because they had the books out with all the death certificates, which that was cool. I mean, it really was. But we spent the most of our time down. Well, first we went up to the auditorium.
Yeah.
And this was a public event. So we went up to the auditorium, and we got some amazing stuff coming in German up there. It sounded it was amazing. And I went up, you can't sit actually on the stage, but I could sit on that step right down below it. I sat there and put a grid over me. And Aaron said something came up. He was sitting in the chairs over in the little dining area. Something came up. He was with one of the paranormal task force guys, came across. He says, Mom, I see something. And I couldn't see it. And I said, hold up. Let me see if I can get a picture of you. Why don't you just stop and strike a pose for me? And then you can come on up here. I've got pictures of something that is so stereotypically, and there were no bugs, no moths, no nothing. We've looked at this 1,000 times, but it looks almost like a green. It's not like orby, like what stereotypical orb, but there is something that moves across. When I tell it to stop, it stops, it waits. And I said, why don't you come up here and have a seat by me? And then you see it come towards me. And then my grid, the batteries die. And that was really cool. And then I did not care for the little boys' rooms, the boys' dorms. Didn't like that at all. I did not hang out in there at all. But the girls' dorms were cool. I played jacks down there on the floor with a couple of little girls, and they kept saying, "You're old," through the spirit box. Rude little heifers.
Right?
And yeah, it was a girl named Grace, and I can't remember what the other girl's name was. I just remember Grace because I've got some Graces in my family, so I can remember that one. But those are the two little girls that were talking about the men playing cards, and they were tattling. They were giving all the gossip.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really awesome. And then the prisoner of war cells, we sat in one of the Italian cells forever down there. And those poor guys, sweet as they could be, but they were so inept. They kept asking through the box. They'd say, "Go get Dave, go get Dave, go get Dave." We have no idea who Dave was. But
Dave's not here, man.
But Dave was the ringleader, man. He had to help them out. KD and Aaron put the drone up in the tree up there, and I kept saying, "Look, if y'all going to hang out, can y'all go get the drone out of the tree for us?" And through the box, somebody said, "We're trying."
Oh, that's funny.
That's an expensive drone. So yeah, but we really enjoyed Pythian. We'd like to get back. They're actually, I think, going to do a public investigation there pretty soon. But I don't know.
Coming up in next month, or maybe it's
yeah,
March.
It falls on a weekend when I have my daughter with me, and I'm not going to change that one. I'll catch it another day. But
March 18th.
Yeah,
they usually do it about 3 times a year.
Yeah, they do it 2 or 3 times a year. KD. Greg is stepping down from PTF.
Greg just retired, and KD is now taking over.
I know, and I see good things coming. I loved how Greg handled things, but I think that he's ushered in somebody that's going to really keep that going with the preservation, which is what this is not. I enjoy the investigation, but it's not preserving places so that we have them for years to come.
Yeah, well, KD and KT, his wife, they're good friends with Greg, and but I mean, I've known him, and they've been hanging out together for a couple of years now too, at all their different locations that PTF used to go to.
Oh yeah,
so, But March 14th is that one you're talking about.
Yeah, like I said, it's coming up soon, and if something happens and my daughter wants to hang at her Nana's house, I'm going to catch a last minute ticket. Their prices are so reasonable, and the money, the proceeds go to such a good cause. I wouldn't miss it for the world. And they usually have some pizza or something for you, and
midnight.
It's a good time. You get to see KD's new gadgets, and
Yeah.
Those kinds of things.
I've been to the Pythian now, I think 3 or 4 times. I love it. All of them have been with, no, 3 of them have been with PTF. But the
Yep.
last one is when we all went.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was what, about 2 years ago?
So
Yeah.
did y'all just go, just y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we looked into it and have considered it. Matter of fact, I was going to holler at Shaw when we finally come up with a date to see if any of y'all wanted to come with us. Now, we always stay at the Rail Haven. I stayed there when I was travel nursing, and I've got stories to tell about all those back rooms back there in the 300s. Those are the dog rooms because I don't travel without my dogs. But there's so much history at the Rail Haven. Heck, you wouldn't even have to go to the Pythian. You could do an entire investigation just sitting in your room. Yeah. I'll tell you the stories. Yeah, they found a chainsaw in one of those rooms many, many years ago.
Wow.
Chainsaw?
Oh.
Chainsaw. Messy
What that was used for?
I don't think they were
Cutting
field dressing a
things
deer with
usually.
it was not field dressing a deer.
Just a minor surgery.
Just something minor, yeah. A little something,
Yeah.
something went down. And I can't remember what room that was. There's a room down there that, like I said, I stayed there off and on for the better part of a year while I was travel nursing there in Springfield. And I would hear some of the craziest things in my room. I would come in and one of the rooms would go, "Welcome back." It was like kind of like having my own personal Siri in the room.
Wow.
That's too
Or
funny.
I would be laying there in bed, and of course I'd keep the room ice cold and throw an electric blanket on because when you work night shift, you hibernate. And I would hear, "Sure is cold in here." And I'm like, "Please don't turn it up. Please don't. Just let me sleep." And then we had the room on the back that, I don't know how many times, 3 or 4 times the police had come knocking on the door and bust my door in because there's a 911 call that goes out that says somebody's overdosing in the room.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got to where I didn't get that room because, well, I needed sleep. I was a night shifter. But
Yeah, that make me mad. Leave me alone.
yeah, well, the first time I was really ticked off, and the second time I was a little puzzled. By the third time, it was like, yeah, to the point I was putting a sign on the door going, "Do not disturb. No OD happening here," kind of thing. But you think as many times.
Because you could trust a sign like that as a professional.
I mean, doesn't sound sus to me. And the first couple of times it happened, there was another, because it was a Best Western, down the road. And I kept thinking, well, maybe they've got the address wrong because it's truly like 0.2 of a mile. But little did I know, after I had checked out for the last time, they're like, "Oh, yeah, this happens all the time." And I'm like, well, crap, I work nights. Why'd you put me in that room? Yeah. Anywhere but there. Pick a room. I can deal with the cold guy. I can deal with welcome back sister. I can deal with any of that. But don't put me in there. Mama's got to sleep. Mama's cranky after 312s.
On that note, we got to show you. We have reached the end of our hour. I just want to say that this hour flew past. You got a lot of great stories.
Some great stories, yeah.
And my lights have quit blinking. They've gone red and orange. Well, no, one's sadly blinking up there now. Now we're going to pick up again.
Don't
go ahead and promote yourself.
We're going to send you to the back for a moment.
Wait, she's going to promote herself.
Oh, promote yourself.
What do you want me to say? I am the founder, co-founder of Rock City Paranormal Research out of Little Rock. I have a hopelessly underutilized Facebook page, but please go on and follow us because that is my goal for the year. And let's see, I'm going to be not mom and son duo for about 4 months. I'm going to be mom, and we're going to get back into it, and we're going to hit this 2026 running. And if y'all have any places anywhere in the country, big or small, we don't do houses. Sorry, no homes. Don't want to wind up in somebody's basement putting lotion on the skin, that kind of thing. But you can send it to rockcityparanormalresearch@gmail.com. And I promise you, I will get back to you and I will talk to you about it because I love off the beaten path places. That's the best I can do to promote myself. That's me.
That's good.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
that's great.
Perfect.
All right.
Yep. All right. Stick around.
I'm going to stick around. I'm going to turn around and nurse on my dog back here.
It's off.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Well, thank you. I love being with y'all.
It turned off.
It did.
Boom.
No, it didn't.
It did.
No, it didn't.
There it goes. No, it didn't.
It's still on.
Her head got in the way.
Okay.
And who we got next
Oh
week?
goodness. Who we got next
We have a
week?
guest.
Next week.
We have a guest.
Crap. I wasn't ready. I'm sorry.
on.
You had an hour.
We have a guest. I know. I was sitting there paying attention.
We have Artemis Treadwell.
Oh, Artemis. Yes.
I
That's
even said it right, I
interesting.
think.
You did. You did.
Artemis.
Unlike some other people that I've watched him be on, and they just totally jack his name.
Artemis? Yeah, probably.
Artemis.
I have no
Artemis, yeah,
problem
Artemis.
mispronouncing people's names. I do it well.
You do it professionally.
I do it. I'm paid to do that. Yeah. All
Paid
right.
to butcher.
I kept
But
you
yes.
guys a little longer than. But Kim was on a story. I couldn't stop her in the story. So
Yes, no,
I
because it was an interesting
She's
story.
got some good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, how's it go? Join us next week. I pointed
We'll
at
see you
the
guys
camera, but
next week. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Stay
Thanks
amok.
for watching.
it's supposed to go to the. There you go.